Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends, to today's episode of Top Deck, where we are covering a Rakdos Treasures deck. A nice take, actually, on a Rakdos Sacrifice deck that's top 500 by our friend Alex Mateos here today. So, very excited to be drilling into this one because we haven't been covering a Rakdos mid-range type deck here, and it's certainly been doing well in the meta. So today we got a great list for you. So thanks again, Alex, for sharing. So with that, Planeswalkers, appreciate you tuning in. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. If you have questions, if you have comments, you can let me know down below, or you can find me in the Discord server. That information's there in the details, along with the stack list that's readily available and the timestamps, where we will break down the strategy objective of this list. We'll cover your boarding for best of three. We'll play that competitive Magic here for you today in both best of one and best of three. Then we'll close out with where this sits in the meta in a bit of a retrospective, my friends. So looking forward to covering this list, like I said, and getting into it here today. So again, appreciate you taking the time to check out the video, and appreciate that support and great ways to stay connected as well. All right, Planeswalkers, let's see what we have going on with Alex's list here today. So in the traditional Rakdos Sacrifice list, we got Claim the Firstborn, we got things to steal our opponent's creatures. Additionally, here we can sack them with Woe Strider. We have a new weapon here with Deadly Dispute. This is a big one from Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Additionally, we've picked up Kalane Reclusive Painter, so this is also a treasures list. So we'll talk about that here in a second. And then we still got the good old Immerstrom Predator for that sacrifice out. What I like is we're taking advantage of my favorite Embercleave here still, while almost right before rotation, so a nice way to kind of slip that in. And then additionally, we get access to other treasures here with Magda, Brazen Outlaw, and Shambling Ghast, another pickup for from D&D. So all good things here going on. And what we have, we also have Den of the Bugbear, one of the creature lands, which is great as well. So this deck is really kind of a mid-range deck. It's tying your opponents down. Now you can certainly get to a turn 3 gold span, which is lovely as always, so it can be a quick kill. From that perspective, we have the ability to go over the top, which is big, and then a lot of stuff here in terms of killing our opponent's creatures, controlling the board and moving things and advancing it to close the match out. So that is what this list is about today. Now we're going to break down your sideboard for you, and we're going to do it 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, and late game. For aggro, you're going to run into decks like Mono Red, Mono White. We also have the Winota decks. We got Gruul Adventures or Gruul Magda. We also have Jund Adventures now, or Enfeeblement. So those are some big things to pay attention to in that space. What you're going to want to do here, potentially, and you could go mono green aggro. Burning Hands isn't a bad one. Red Cat Melee is going to be the big one for you there. A Crow and War as well, Stealing, and Heartless Act. Those are all good ones for you to take. You could always go a little bit lighter on Embercleave if you wanted to switch out for some more of that control-y type magic instead of putting the pressure on with this guy. So that's a big play there. Additionally, we do have 20 lands, so it's aggressive. So keep that in mind, 22. So that's something to keep in mind, that we're probably not going to cut a land from that perspective, but we do have the treasure outs. So that's one of the reasons why we have that low hanging fruit there for lands. And not really low hanging fruit. But then we get into mid-range. So mid-range still went out of deck bridge, Gruul Adventure Bridge. We got Naya tokens as well in this space. We have Is It Dragons? Is It Tempo? Any sacrifice decks, we got this one. Additionally, we got Golgari, Mardu in the space as well. And then you got Pests and Witherbloom and those kinds of things to keep an eye on. So a big healthy host range there in that space, and a whole lot of other decks, Magecrafts and those kinds of things there too. So then here what we're going to do is really against creature based decks, we'll keep the same. If not, we'll begin to start thinking about Rolling Vortex or Duress. Then as we move into late game, those are certainly what we're going to board in. Duress and Rolling Vortex, and the decks that we're going to face here are going to be things like Sultai Ultimatum. We got Teamer Ultimatum, Teamer Luca, Teamer Turns, all those things there. We got Azorius controlled, Dimmer control. We got any of the Doom decks still kind of floating around, things like that. So that is what we have today in terms of boarding, my friends. I'm looking forward to playing our top 500 deck. So let's get into it here for our standard matchup, and let's go make some haste. We'll steal their creatures and make haste. All right, looking forward to this Rakdos Treasures deck. Again, a nice take on kind of a sacrifice deck. Standard rank, we just did our mono white life gain one, another big one there right now, but we will play this one here for you today, my friends. All right, let's go there. We can certainly keep this. Now, we don't get to take advantage of the Magda tap stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. Creature, kill. We'll keep that. Even though we don't have the sacrifice just yet, it still gives us a good out, potentially. We'll see. Play this one. Now, one of the things we can do here that could be interesting, we'll have to see. We could certainly double up on Magda. So it looks like we have a green life gain deck. Interestingly enough, we can't double up on Magda. Take that back. We could certainly grab that if we have something 4 or more. So that's not going to be enough. So let's do this. Let's see what they do here. So we will definitely do this. There we go. Next turn, we can get our gold span in. They were not happy with that. Not happy. Mono green. Done. Done, 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 done. All right, on to our next one here, my friends. Not bad. A good way to start the day. We've cleaned out all our stuff. That's a nice pickup, because it's rare. Cleaned out all our stuff. Whew. A great way to support the channel with swag stuff in the merch store. We got Michael 0742247086. Someone give that a call. All right, we will certainly keep this because we have Deadly Dispute. I will take this off right away. Very unfortunate. I wanted to snipe that edge wall. Ugh. How do we want to do this? Let's get this guy on. The chariot's going to be rough. Crusher's probably the better way to have gone, actually, but... Ooh, it's not going to matter. Do we block? We can block. We'll make a token. Could kill that guy, but We're okay for now. Ugh. Let's take this guy. Do this. Let's sacrifice this guy. We could go a little bit bigger here, which is what we will do. And we'll pay. Could have made that guy a little bit bigger if we had that on the board. Oof. That hurts a lot. Could have stolen Edgewell too, and then played in. That would have gave us 2 draws too, which would have been nice. Oof. Double painter. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Nothing we can do there. Not coming back from that. We could steal 2 guys, tack in for 4. Be game over. Nothing good. Magda Gruul. Or John. Adventures, whatever you want to call it. Lane Lanels 00. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, we'll try this again. We got the double snipe. Didn't get any of her big payouts yet though, huh? Well, minus the 1 that I guess we did kind of dominate, huh? But we can keep that. We're gonna want to keep that. Keep that guy as well. Oof. Is it like one of those weird Perfuro stacks that we just played? Could be. Oh, we'll find out, I guess. Ooh. Red. Black. We'll grab red. There's one of those. Alright. Fully expecting to get drilled here. We'll see though. There it is. Old ya. Old ya. So we can steal it and we can sack it. Ideally is what we're gonna do. Alright. Naya. Uh-oh, there it is. Oh, my friends. We'll wait. Not gonna play Shambling. We can drop the Wolf Strider. We want to keep that for the sack. We do have Embercleave here. We need to get our stuff on the board, though. That's the problem. Double Savior. So they probably have Winota, would be my guess. If that's the case, it's not gonna matter if we snake it. Oh, so bad. We need those lands. Let's see what we can do. All right. Here comes the Winota. Let's see what we can do here. We got one already. Don't need another right now. End turn. Ooh, Skulls. All right. Can live with that. So I can wipe the board this way too. So how this works in terms of timing. We can do a few things here. Depends on what they play. Keep that. Do I want to? I can kill this thing. Can give him his guy. We could kill our own guy. Pick a miss. So now they put it on him. Should have killed it with that, maybe. It's alright. We got our cleave. Is it going to pull through? We'll see. Problem is we actually have both of them. That's the real problem. So we can get her cleave off next turn. We'll need to think about this. Not attacking him with the goat. Flannel 00. All right, Chariot. Ooh, they didn't do it, huh? All right. They can keep their guy. Won't be lethal. Unless they have Winota. Oh, I love people that do it early. Always so much. 2, 5, 9. Close. Probably Cleave or Winota. We needed one more mana. If we would have kept Shambling Ghast back, would not have been good enough. Just not falling well here for us today in best of one. Now, either way, they would have got away with this, so it would not have mattered. And we do that. Ugh, you're putting me to sleep, my friend. Oh. If we would have been on curve with our mana, we actually would have been just fine. We could have plopped off our Heartless Act. The problem was they still had one of the Selfless Saviors. So best of one, we went 1 and 2. Not the best, unfortunately. But let's go to our traditional standard rank today and play our top 500 Rakdos Treasures deck or Rakdos Sacrifice. So didn't hit well on the lands, a little aggressive. Maybe that's what I would change, but and mainly because we have a higher curve. But this did not land the way that we did. No pun intended. All right, we'll play first. Now this is much better because we could conceivably turn 3 Goldspan. It's a problem though. Not a good deck to play. Carrot Lad here. Ugh. Rakdos against Sultai Ultimatum. Shuffler is not liking us today. Unless, well, we're getting all these slow players though. All these slow players today. Ooh, Simic. Not. Sultai. There they got the black. That's what they needed. So here is what we do. Now if I did this, it gives me another one. What we want to do though, we want to do this. We're going to hard cast. Need a land though, that's the problem. Right play was actually that. Oof, we lucked out. They probably got a counter though. Super unlucky. Super unlucky. Good thing we got one more. Let's go with... Gives me 5. We can do that. All right, we got one more gold span to bring it home. Boom. See, now that's the nice way to do it. Wait until the end and say good game. Not the turn before. All right, so we got late game decks. Duress, you're in. Rolling Vortex, you're in. Ox of Agonis, you're in. Immerstrom, you are out. Actually, I still like Immerstrom. Flame's gone. Deadly Dispute we want to keep. Heartless Act we don't need. Really, we don't need that. Got one there. And I'm gonna go real aggressive there. All right. Actually, I would sooner run this. Drop one of those. All right, there we go. Oof. It's gonna be tricky. We'll see. The gold spans did it for us there. Very early pressure. Yeah, Carrot Lad. Yes. Oh, I'll keep that. I want to keep that. I'm gonna get rid of that. Want that. We will play that next. Ooh, there it is. The ramp is on. We'll see. Ooh, there we go. Get another red. Want to guarantee the gold span next turn. So I'm doing that. Ooh, that's big. We're gonna bump both these on now. Get real aggressive. Do we get there? It's nice. Oh, there we go. What's that take? 4? Not enough. Very nice. Very, very nice against the late game deck. Oh, so much fun. That felt good. Whew, 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 whew. Not bad, my friends. So, in retrospective today, we came full circle with today's deck. So best of one with our Rakdos Treasures, traditional Rakdos kind of sacrifice here, getting a little bit of uplift with the new Dungeons and Dragons, Adventures in Forgotten Realms here, which is nice, which is very nice. I really enjoyed it. We're getting close to rotation, so when it happens. Innistrad coming your way, our way, soon. So best of one, we went 1 and 2, so not super good. I keep wanting to say 3 because best of 1 and 2, not super good. Unfortunately, we should have done better. Best of 3 though, we did take it down against the late game deck, popular played deck. Sultai Ultimatum can be tough. I like what we have going on here at the top end. I like the use of what we have going on. Lands are tight. We did run into that a little bit. Something to consider. But Gold Span certainly saved us quite a bit. Now, we did a nice job boarding here, Roiling Vortex, killing it, and closed the match there for our best of 3. So where's this in meta? I think in both best of 1, best of 3, certainly a tier 2 deck. It's strong, still good. A nice mid-range deck with some beef to it, which is just what the meta needs always. So with that, Planeswalkers, truly hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed it, as always, flip me a like. Appreciate that support. Also on top of that, questions, comments, please feel free to ask down below. Love hearing from you, always makes my day. On top of that, hop into that Discord server if you like. It's in the description, along with the deck list and other details, and great ways to stay connected here on the channel and to support. You can become a YouTube member or a patron. Lots of cool things there for you, just fun things. So I appreciate that as always. So thank you to all the YouTube members and patrons so much. And last but not least, my friends, stay tuned because we got a lot more things coming your way. We got more standard top decks, standard 2022, historic. We got a lot going on in Jumpstart. We also have Jank. I promise we'll get there. And then last but not least, Friday night meta and tier list. Got some tier lists coming, so stay close. And we'll see you again soon, Planeswalkers. So take care. Until next time, Mythras out.